Hello, comic book fans, my nerdy friends, my geeky compadres. What's going on? Welcome to another episode of Lightning Round Reviews with me. Got a fairly good stack this week. One from last week that I'll just touch base on real quick. But yeah, we'll get started. Okay, well, first thing, the issue I got from last week's issue, was the True Lives of the Fabulous Killjoys. This is issue number 2. I'm really enjoying this title. Post-apocalyptic, it's one of my things. I love them. The world that Jared Way is creating in this title is very interesting. A lot of cool things going on, outcasts trying to overthrow what the big city world type thing is all about. There's robots, sex robots, people killing people. I don't know. It's fun. I've really been enjoying it, so good book. Now for this week's titles. I got some really, really good books. One that was kind of iffy, maybe two that were kind of iffy, and a few number ones. So we'll get going. First, Thor God of Thunder, issue 10. God, this book is so good. The battle between Gore and all the gods and the three Thors, kind of when we were left at issue 9, we were like, oh my god, what's going to happen? And there's an instant in this issue where everything could have gone completely wrong. But something happens and just changes the whole dynamic of what is going on. It's awesome. I think the next issue is the end of the God Bomb arc. So definitely can't wait to pick that up. Really, really good book. Oh my gosh, talk about good books. Thanos Rising, number 4. This is the almost the second to last issue of this title, and it just continues to deliver. We've kind of gone through the backstory of Thanos and his origin and how he became pretty much such a bastard. But this, oh man, when he realizes something happens, it's just wow. I don't want to spoil it, because if you haven't been reading this, you really need to. And if you haven't been picking up the single issues, when it comes out in trade, you need to jump all over it, because it's phenomenal. But it's just so good. So good. I'm gonna just go move on, because I'm gonna spoil it if I don't. Next we have Batman and Robin. This is the Catwoman issue. I think I might drop this title when the stages of grief are all over. Nightwing's next. This one was quite the step up from the last issue, which was the Batgirl issue. It was fantastic. But I do have a complaint. This issue was supposed to be dealing with despair. And there was very little, like, if any, like, you can kind of consider, like, 1 or 2 pages, like, the despair part of it, but it just wasn't, it wasn't there, I don't think, personally. But this issue was great. I loved seeing Damien's tutor back in here. Really, the whole book was really good. It's just, I didn't see the despair at all that this was supposed to be centered around, you know? But it was really, really good. If it didn't have to be, if it wasn't the despair issue, I wouldn't have a complaint about it at all. It was phenomenal. It was really, really good. Nova, number 6, new creative team on this book. I talked to the Comic Book Lowdown, Wellington, and he promised me that Zeb Wells and Paco Medina would do a great job. And I'll give him half. I'll give him half. Zeb Wells did awesome. The story in this book was great. I really loved... I mean, I'm going to spoil it a little bit, but it's not really storyline oriented. It's just kind of a joke. When he started saying that following Thor was his religion, oh my god, it cracked me up. It was so good. But I didn't like Medina's art and this story at all. I didn't like it. It just didn't fit for me. I don't know. We'll see. I'll pick up number 7. I'm going to go against my rules and say that if the art, sucks and the storyline's fantastic, you need to drop it anyway, because what do you get comic books for? Art and story. But I love the story, so I'll stick with it for another issue or 2. We'll see. But it was really, really good. I kind of have the same complaint about this book. Justice League of America number 6. Yeah, number 6. The second of the Trinity War issues. I followed this issue a lot better than I did the Justice League issue that preceded it in the Trinity War. I liked the story. It was really good. But I absolutely hated the way the JLD was drawn when they finally showed up. Deadman looks freaking ridiculous. I think it was drawn terribly. I don't know. I'm glad the JLD finally showed up. I'm really excited for the next issue, which should be Justice League Dark this next week, I believe. I did like the twist there at the end. I think it's really interesting. The Trinity War, with these 2 issues, comparing these 2 issues of the Trinity War to the first 2 issues of Age of Ultron that I purchased, this is way better. It's like a night and day difference. Yeah, Trinity War, way better than Age of Ultron, for sure, already. Next, FF issue 9. This is the pool party issue. God, I love this book. It's just so fun. And I know everybody says that it's just a fun book, but it is. It totally is. In it, they go to a guy's house, and he has a pool, and all the kids love it. And Bentley's doing a school project documentary on the Fish twins, and it's just so, it's good, it's funny, it's nice, wholesome entertainment. It's just fun, and the artwork is always fantastic. Even if it's not all red, which it isn't in this issue, it's still great. So if, for some reason you're not picking up FF, you really should just give it a shot. Next issue should be pretty crazy, I think, with what happened at the end of this issue. It'll be interesting for sure. Next, oh my god, this issue of Deadpool was just fantastic. I mean, you could tell by the cover right there just how it's going to be, and it's everything you'd expect from this cover. A very 70s feel. You get kind of like I got a very blundering Shaft kind of feel for Deadpool in this book, and it's so funny. It's a team up with Iron Fist and Power Man. It's just good. Like, Iron Fist and Power Man have a business. They're heroes for hire, and Deadpool kind of volunteers his services, or even if they don't want it. Is just, oh my god, it's so funny. And one thing I really like about it is they tried really hard to make the pages look like they're from a book in the 70s. So it's like all discolored, like kind of yellow around the corners, and then they have that that little blue bar, like just that little blue box that's in the pages from old books. They had that up there. The way they put out this book, I get that a lot of people don't like the character or whatever, but it's just consistently good. And then they think about little details like that, like they make the pages look aged, and I don't know, I just thought it was really good. And it's kind of, you're supposed to think of it as a one-shot, but it's going to tie into the storyline, the next storyline, just like issue 7 did with Robert Downey Jr. or not Robert Downey Jr. It's supposed to be. It looks like Robert Downey Jr., but it's Iron Man. But this was really good. Almost pick of the week for me. Talking jive and taking lives. Loved it. Next, this is going to be the issue that I'm over. Yeah, kind of. Harbinger Wars number 4. I'm ready for this event to be done. I'm kind of bored with it. I didn't go all in with the event. I didn't pick up the Bloodshot issues, and I don't even know if that would have helped me as far as liking this book. I think there's 2 more issues of Harbinger Wars, if I'm not mistaken. I'm gonna pick them up just to have it completed, because I do like Harbinger. Like, it's one of my favorite titles. But this crossover event just needs to be done. I don't know. I don't know. I'm just kind of done with it for sure. The art's great. The story's decent, but it's going on too long, and there's just people I don't care about in the book. Yeah, if I was going to drop one from this week, it would be this, but it's a mini. You only got 2 issues left, I think, and it's got characters in it that I do love, so I'm going to keep picking it up. One title that I'm really sad to see go, The Colonized. This is issue number 4. This is the final issue of this. If you guys haven't been picking this up, go when the trade comes out, pick it up. It's really fantastic. The story's really funny. There's a lot of really funny parts in the dialogue between the aliens and the militiamen, and well, there's no dialogue with the zombies, but the story is just funny. It's aliens versus zombies versus militiamen, and I don't want to talk too much about this issue, but the entire story was just great. So go pick it up. It's only 4 issues long if you want to get the singles. Some shops might be sold out because it's It's an IDW book, but if you can find them, they're definitely worth a pickup. I thought the story was great. I'm sad to see it go, that's for sure. And now for the two number one issues I got this week. Damon from Boom Studios. This was actually really, really good. I liked it a lot. I even talked to Frank Comic Noob on Four Guys last week. I kind of talked him into getting it, and he said he enjoyed it too. He said it was a little wordy for his taste, but it was kind of like necessary because it gives you the backstory of what this is about. This is about this gentleman right here. He works for a vampire family and does pretty much their dirty work during the day, where the vampires, can't go out. He goes about, cleans up messes from the night before, hunts down other people. It's really, really good. It's really good. I enjoyed it a lot. I'm definitely going to stick with this for as long as it's going to go. It was really, really interesting. I will say that. Really very interesting. And it goes on talking about how I think it said there's 50 vampire families around the world, and they all have daymen who go and do their business for them during the day. It's just cool. Really, really cool. I liked it a lot. Daymen was great, but my pick of the week, Number Cruncher, number one, done by Cy Spurrier, who does the writing for X-Men Legacy and Six Gun Gorilla. This book is a great twist on what the afterlife could be. This title poses that life and death is all part of one big equation that the God, like this mathematician really, is working on constantly. And it's just very interesting. I don't want to give anything away because it's a number one of 4. So if you ever believe anything I say about what books you should pick up, go pick up Number Cruncher. It's really good, really very interesting, a lot of very funny parts. The art in it is something that really got me. It's a mixture of black and white and color, and it's done very, very well. I really, really liked it. I enjoyed it. So if you're interested in, it's not really religious so much. I mean, there's a little bit of religious parts in it where he talks about it, but it's not really a big religious type thing. I don't know. It's worth it. Go pick it up. How much was it? $3.99, or that's pounds. I don't know. It was freaking worth it. Just go get it. And thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.